Welcome to News Today, a PodNu service. Today is Monday, March 28, 2022, Central European Time. Silicon Republic, Lee McGowan reports that according to the European Space Agency, the spacecraft will gradually change its orientation in future orbits, allowing it to see parts of the Sun that haven't been seen before. In the solar orbiter, which is trying to figure out what the Sun is made of, it came close to the Sun for the first time. At some point on March 26, the spacecraft began passing about 1/3 of a mile away from the Sun and the Earth. European Space Agency, after passing by Mercury's orbit, the solar orbiter has begun the next milestone of its journey. This is what they call the next milestone ESA. To get as much information about the Sun as possible, the spacecraft from the ESA and NASA will use all of the instruments it has on board. This is just the start. Over the coming years, the spacecraft will repeatedly fly this close to the Sun, the ESA said in a statement. It will also gradually raise its orientation to view the Sun's previously unobserved polar regions. If the solar orbiter, which has strong Irish connections, does well in the next phase of its mission, it will send back beautiful pictures. ESA released a picture taken by the solar orbiter's Extreme Ultraviolet Imager on March 7, which was taken by the Extreme Ultraviolet Imager. This is the best picture of the Sun's entire disk and outer atmosphere, known as the corona, that has been taken so far. In this picture, the Sun is seen from a distance of about 75 kilometers, which is about halfway between Earth and the Sun. In total, the final image contains more than 83 pixels in a 9148 x 9112 pixel grid, the ESA said. For comparison, this image has a resolution that is 10 times better than what a 4K TV screen can display. The spacecraft is also collecting data on the solar wind, which is a stream of particles that moves away from the Sun and moves away from the spacecraft. As soon as it was launched in February 2020, the solar orbiter was able to make its first close pass of the Sun in mid-June, even though the COVID-19 pandemic was going on. 6 of the spacecraft's 10 instruments are for imaging, and each one looks at a different part of the Sun. On July 2020, the solar orbiter will show us the first pictures of our parent star that it has taken. These pictures show that the Sun is full of campfires. Because they could be small explosions called nanoflares, the spacecraft's team said they could be caused by the Sun. People think that these tiny sparks are able to make the outer atmosphere hotter than the Sun's surface.